أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وصحبه وبارك وسلم أما بعد جماعة المسلمين, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our thanks and praise to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the creator of existence itself. Our thanks to our creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for giving us the opportunity once again on this, the Jum'ah talk, this Friday, the first of Ramadan, for giving us this wonderful opportunity to enter the gift of the month of Ramadan. Once again, alhamdulillah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us that this month of Ramadan, insha'Allah, must be an exceptional one, an extraordinary one, because we are in extraordinary circumstances, insha'Allah. As we know, brothers and sisters, Ramadan is the month of the Quran. And as Allah says in Surah Baqarah, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل في القرآن. It's the month of Ramadan in which was revealed the Quran. And what is the purpose of the revelation, start of the revelation of the Quran in the month of Ramadan? This ayah gives it. هُدًى لِلنَّاسِ. The purpose is that the revelation of the Quran, as it is as a guidance for humanity, هُدًى لِلنَّاسِ, and also وَبَيِّنَاتٍ, and to inform us, to make it واضح, to make it clear. Make what clear? مِنَ الْهُدَى وَالْفُرْقَانِ. A clear-cut division between the guidance to success, well, Furqan, we can say the misguidance to failure. So there we have it, crystal clear. The month of the Quran, Ramadan, was revealed as a guidance to humanity. And that guidance guides the intellect and the usage of that intellect to distinguish between that which is beneficial and that which is disadvantageous. So, brothers and sisters, the gift of Ramadan this year, as we know, comes at the time where we are required to not only persevere, to not only sabr, by abstaining from our normal, natural routine of life, eating, drinking. It's natural. But we have this year also to have patience, determination, sabr, to abstain from not being able to attend and socialize in the masajid for the Taraweeh, the Jum'ah, and so forth. And as human beings, and as a believing people, we are naturally very emotional. As this is a situation that is totally strange to us. It just goes against the whole social structure and dynamics. And it's only human to be emotional. Thus, the question is, how do we administer then this beautiful manner of sabr, of perseverance, to reflect upon and turn this situation which you are in into an opportunity of benefit. And for that, we have to go back to the principal reference source. And of course, that is the Quran. And what does the Quran say? And we look in Surah Al Imran, the last ayah of Al Imran, where Allah says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu isbiru wasabiru warabitu wattaqullaha la'allakum tuflihun. So beautiful. Look at that rhythm. وَرَتِّلِ الْقُرْآنَ تَرْتِيلًا. Look at that rhythm. No wonder, no one, not all the authors of this dunya come together, will be able to produce one ayah that can equal or better the Quran. It's a miracle. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu isbiru wasabiru warabitu wattaqullaha la'allakum tuflihun. Oh, you have accepted to put your trust, to build your iman in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Be steadfast and persevere and be strong and firm in your determination. Build up your taqwa. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. May, in that type of attitude and perseverance, may you be successful, inshaAllah. Brothers and sisters, upon reflecting on this ayah, is this not, in terms of our circumstances that we are in, is this not an opportunity now, in this Ramadan, to transform our houses into homes? Meaning, the house, that's the physical material structure that's standing there. But the home, that is the ethos, the atmosphere, the spiritual lifeblood of activities which we as human beings, as the occupants, have infused into the house to make it a home. Activities such as we said, making our homes multi-activity, multifunctional, making our homes masjids. In other words, we will make salah together. We will make the tarawih together. We will make the tahajjud together. We will recite the Quran together. Making our homes centers of learning, schools. We sit around the table. We discuss. We critically analyze. We debate. We laugh at each other. We may make a silly statement. A learning center. Making our homes into places of bonding, of love, laughter, multifunctional, that appreciating what we have with the mercy and qudra of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by the effort that we make. This, brothers and sisters, is the opportunity here to be able to implement real and sincere sabr, thus perseverance. For in such a way, the family unit, inshallah, will be strengthened. And لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ, may you be successful. May, in that way, not only the family unit will be strengthened, but may in this way It will grow to the strengthening of bonds between neighborhoods, communities, and society, inshallah. We have this opportunity, but we must recognize it and take advantage of it, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, so let us not be of those that Allah warns us about. Surah Taha, where Allah says, قال ربي لما حشرتني أعمى وقد كنت بصيرا. Allah says there, on the day of Qiyamah, people will come forward and they will ask the question. They will ask, قال ربي, oh Allah, لما حشرتني أعمى وقد كنت بصيرا. Why are we blind today, or why am I blind today? But in the existence of the dunya, I could see. قال كذلك أتتك آياتنا فنسيتها وكذلك اليوم تنسى. The answer Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, and may Allah protect us, inshallah, brothers. The answer Allah says will be, قال كذلك أتتك آياتنا فنسيتها. Just so, there in your existence in the dunya, you were presented with all the wonders, with all the resources, with all the opportunities. What did you do? فَنَسِيتَهَا. You ignored it. You played the role of a pharaonic mentality of arrogance, that you are almost like an you are the owner of the dunya. وَكَذَلِكَ الْيَوْمَ تُنْسَى. So as what you did there, by ignoring that, today, the day of Qiyamah, you will be ignored. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us all, inshallah. For where will we be able to run to for comfort when we are ignored that day? May Allah protect each and every one with the effort that we make. And it drives home the point so much that we have to take full opportunity of the opportunities that we are being presented with each and every moment. And of course, we're focusing especially on the month of Ramadan. So, is this not what Iqra is all about? The very first word revealed of the Quran. When? In this month, the month of Ramadan. Is this not the Iqra? And is this not what Iqra is all about? In other words, to read with the mind, to read the situation, to read and to detect and to locate the opportunities for real growth and development of our moral consciousness, of our iman. To read the situation and respond appropriately and positively. To be creative, to be innovative. In our situation, especially today, to grab hold of the opportunity to turn ourselves and our homes into centers of learning, growth, development, and happiness, instead of just succumbing, being negative. Make positive use. As we say, an opportunity in terms of time that normally we don't do much about. You know, of course, under normal circumstances, we're busy with this conference, we're busy with that meeting, we're busy with this, etc. And sometimes we neglect the household, we neglect the wife, we sometimes neglect the children because we're so busy with our corporate activities, our this, etc. Yeah. We can turn this situation, this extraordinary situation, into one of real growth and development. An opportunity we have, brothers and sisters, to reimagine our reality via the ibadah of fasting in the month of Ramadan. What a gift! What an extraordinary gift, an opportunity that we can realize under these extraordinary circumstances. Brothers and sisters, we have an opportunity not to be missed, inshallah. An opportunity that we will be able to really see and understand that Ramadan is a time to cultivate a true sense of education and transformation, to cultivate and realize the ability, the propensity to stand firm, inshallah, and to overcome, inshallah, taqwa, to ignite the ability of movement from a state of intellectual backwardness, intellectual inertia, which the ummah in general is in, to move away from that, to really start moving, and to become aware and develop a fresh outlook of life, to reimagine our situation and to put that imagination into concrete deeds, inshallah, to realize the balance in nature and maneuver ourselves into it. That is the shaping of a new reality. And of course, to allow our consciousness, our awareness, our iman to grow and not to become polluted, not to become intoxicated and confused due to intellectual stagnation. To realize that Islam is a universal way of life. And not to view Islam through a narrow-minded lens of religion only, but as an all-encompassing, holistic way of life. When we turn our homes into areas or centers of education, tarbiyah, an opportunity, brothers and sisters, for the realization that the gift of Ramadan and the ibadah of Sawm, fasting, is an exposure to a very unique and special type of natural discipline, the lessons and application of which are countless. When we think of discipline, we think of punishment. We think of sometimes even cruelty, the way the punishment goes. But the natural discipline, it is the shaping of the psyche to understand and to realize and to see with the eye of the mind what is more beneficial and more value-laden, as opposed to that which appeals only to the emotion to become distracted and defocused and disadvantageous. Also, a time to check and audit our behavior in terms of and in response to the question. And the question I have here is that we must respond to audit our behavior, to check our behavior. The question is, brothers and sisters, have we allowed ourselves to be lulled into a psychological death lullaby of materialism? In other words, have we allowed ourselves to become cozy, emotionally cozy, and thereby forgetting our true purpose on this dunya, and just made ourselves a death row prisoner of materialism? Something to really discuss and think about and debate around our table during this extraordinary Ramadan, which we have the time, inshallah. A question so relevant and important to reflect upon in terms of the situation that all of humanity finds itself in today. Thus, the Psalm in the month of Ramadan, where Allah informs us for our benefit, and Allah says, "O you who believe, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, fasting has been prescribed unto you, as it was prescribed on those before you, so that may you become steadfast and develop that firmness in belief." We all know the ayah. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, kutiba alaykum as-siyam, kama kutiba ala alladhina min qablikum, la'allakum tattaqun. La'allakum tattaqun. May you, in other words, the la'allakum tattaqun, may you depends on the effort that you are going to put into it. That will be the benefit you will reap in terms of your reimagination, reinterrogation of your circumstances and the circumstances of the Ummah today. How can we better in terms of the Sirat al-Mustaqim? And as Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam informs us in a hadith, as-siyam nisfu as-sabr, was-sabr nisfu al-iman. Meaning, fasting is half of patience, of sabr. Was-sabr nisfu al-iman. And patience is half of iman. In other words, fasting, sabr, is a fraction quantity of sabr, and of course iman is comprised of a fraction quantity of patience. Once again, that beautiful characteristic, so relevant to our context today, that if we can realize the integral part that patience and perseverance plays in trust and belief, then we can start to detect the countless opportunities Ramadan via the Psalm offers us, inshallah. So inshallah, brothers and sisters, to end off, let's make, with our effort, this Ramadan an exceptional one under extraordinary circumstances, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our tawbah and our ibadah, our fasting, inshallah. And our plea is, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala take this pandemic away from us all and from all humanity. Jummah Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem to each and every one. Shukran. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi